Facebook, Twitter, and down here I've got Clig for those of you who who use Twitter, and it shortens URLs. I also get current news. I get the Wall Street Journal, the BBC, and CNN regularly updates what the current news is. Maps what my weather is, where the weather is, where I'm going to be talking to people, or where I'm going to be going. It's a terrific way to manage all of your resources. So every time I turn on Google, I get a whole bunch of information that's very valuable, that's very useful, that's very topical, very current with what I'm looking for every day, right there on what I use as my homepage. Okay? So let's say now, how many of you Google yourselves regularly? Okay, it's not. You all should do that. The people who raise their hands sheepishly should be proud. They're the ones you have to manage your online reputation. And first thing is you got to know what it is. So let's say my name is Ross Fishman. I'm going to Google myself. I did that before I came here today, just to see what's going on in the lives of the various Ross Fishmen that are around the country. So here's what you click on Ross Fishman, and here's what the Google page it turns up for me. We're going to be talking about LinkedIn, Facebook, websites, blogs, and all these other things, and why a lot of these are important. Here, for example, well, first thing is Fishman Marketing website. Good. It better be. There aren't that many Ross Fishmans. And so that's good. It's working. My website is working. If you look for me, you find me easily. What else is there? Well, there's my Facebook. There's some things on YouTube that I posted. Things like the regularly trafficked, the well-known websites, YouTube, Facebook, and others, Google loves those. If you have a good Google ranking, people who are looking for you can find you, and here's a lot of different ways to do that without very much time or effort. Okay? Facebook, now for those of you who have teenagers, you should be on Facebook. We'll get to that in a minute. You should be on Facebook just to make sure that everything's fine. YouTube, speeches you give, closing arguments, rehearsals, things like that. It's very easy to upload speeches. In fact, we're recording this for a few minutes, and it'll be hopefully on YouTube and therefore linked to my website and other things later. What's nice about all these media that we're talking about is they're all interconnected. They're all interlinked. So everything that you put up can be found in other different places. So there's YouTube. So you scroll up, and you get to my LinkedIn account. Actually, it's not mine. That's this PhD guy, this doctor that drives me crazy because he wrote a lot of books on alcoholism, and so you find a lot of alcohol abuse when you search my name. Why his gets higher ranking than mine in the LinkedIn, I don't know, but it's something that I have to look at and figure out how to squish him down lower in the rankings. No, I mean, strategically, for marketing purposes, I want to be ranked much more highly. What else we get? There's an unfortunate Family Guy character named Ross Fishman, who's very highly ranked. Anybody watch Family Guy? It's a great show. It's Lois's college ex-boyfriend. I know the producer. It's a long story. And so here's Google Profile. How many of you have Google Profiles? Okay, write this down. Do this tomorrow. Fill out a Google Profile. Okay? So here it is down there. What this does for you is, now there's only 6 Ross Fishmen in the country. We all know each other. If you have a fairly common name, this gives you the ability to have people who are looking for you know that it's you when they find you. It's a new thing Google has, and it's terrific. See my little smiling face? Everybody who's looking for the alcohol doctor will see that Ross Fishman and know that's not him. But people who are looking for me can find me because Google puts me at the bottom of the first page of whatever that search is. And for those of you who have misspelled names, who have easy to misspell names, if you spell your name in a funny way, it gives you the ability to have alternate spellings and so on. So for the people who are looking for John Smith, if your name is John Smith and there's a million of you, your picture will be down there so the people who are looking for you will know which one of those you are. Okay? So for example, here's what mine looks like. Real easy to fill out. It's a very simple form. But what it gives you is the opportunity to have all these things linked again. Okay? There's my website, LinkedIn profile, Facebook, YouTube, all those things that you fill out. Google says, if you have one of those, give us the name, and we'll link it to your Google profile. So all the things that I filled out, SlideShare presentations, so I want to upload presentations, you can find them. I want to upload pictures. I'm in the branding and advertising area of marketing. So we have a lot of visuals. I want clients and prospects to see them. And so this lets me connect to Flickr, which lets you upload pictures and so on. And so you can scroll through all these different pictures, and it's all cross-referenced. Remember, this is cross-referenced. So all these different things, you can go to LinkedIn and find my Twitter. You can go to Twitter and find me on LinkedIn and Facebook and all the other things. So the more of these you have, the more Google likes you. The higher ranked you are in Google, the easier it is for Google to find you. So there's my Flickr account with all the pictures and so on. These are all very simple to set up, and Google loves these things, so it gives them very high rankings. Fill out a Google profile first thing. If it takes you 5 minutes, you're not good at technology. This is simple stuff, and it's very important to get found. Okay? Google Alerts. How many of you use Google Alerts? About half. Okay. Here's another thing. Do this right away. Create a Google Alerts. It should take you 2 minutes. Very simple. Okay? Fill out your search terms, and Google tells you anytime it finds anything with those search terms, it sends you a notice of that. So, for example, you should all routinely have your name. I search for Ross Fishman. Anytime Ross Fishman makes it into the news in some way or onto somebody else's website or something like that, anytime where Google can find you new, it tells you, which is good. Now, sometimes it's the alcohol guy. And I know what he's doing all the time. But more importantly, I know what's going on out there in reference to my name. And that's important for all of us. So, Ross Fishman also, okay, so for example, I gave a speech, and Google found it, and then told me that it found it, and gave me the link. Okay? So it's very useful. Yeah, I knew about that, but now I knew that they were telling people about that. If you're ever quoted in the newspaper, it'll show up. If other people recommend you, or reference you, or talk about you, or put you on their website, or put you anywhere, you'll find out. Okay? Ross Fishman, Fishman, Ross. How are all the different ways that you might be identified on the web? Fishman Ross, Ross H. Fishman, and in quotes, so that's the search term. Okay? If your name is misspelled easily, use all the different ways that people could misspell it. It's free, it's easy, and it's very important. I do my company name. You should do your name, your law firm's name, wherever you're mentioned, Google will find you. Name of your competitors. What are they up to? Where are they getting mentioned? Where are they getting referenced? Name of your clients. When they're doing something, it gives you, if you learn about it, it gives you the occasion to call them up and say, hey, I saw you're doing this. Tell me a little more about that. Keeps the conversation going. Looks like you're in the know, like you're in touch, like you're aware of what's going on in the marketplace. Even relatively obscure things, Google will tell you because they'll find it, and they'll let you know. Name of your spouse. Just, you know. That's a whole different presentation, but it doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, so the assignment there is, here it is. Sign up for iGoogle, sign up for the Google Alerts, sign up for a Google profile, fill out these forms. All of this will take a total of 10 minutes. It's easy to do, and it's very important. Keep your finger on the pulse of your online brand and reputation. Okay? With me so far? We don't have time for questions. We'll get to those later. LinkedIn.